So it's like there's like the competition part I've stripped away, and I'm now on some shit like, man, I'm more interested in the relationship because I also see a time when I'm not doing it.
Butter.
6 months ago, I did a video about the Big Three, and I said Cole never had beef with Kendrick despite what people were reaching for. Mind you, this was the only one like that was up. But after that, right, Cole dropped 7-minute freestyle, and I'm like, damn, I was really wrong. He had smoke with him. Then he apologized, which proved my original theory to be correct.
It's just less competition in my mind, you know what I mean? Because niggas is old, bro.
It's too stressful to be competing all the time, man.
And there's a lot of mixed reactions and confusion about Cole's stance and the beef, but it shouldn't be because he tells us exactly what it is on Port Antonio.
One thing's for sure that I've matured from my first rhyme. I learned long ago you can't please them all and it hurts trying.
Cole mentions his first rhyme, and he's not talking about when he first started actually writing music. He's talking about the beginning of his career when he was still in pursuit of validation, rather that be from fans or media.
And I took that for granted on like the mixtapes and the albums. It's like I was like, you know, just so caught up with career. Where am I at? What they saying about me? Oh, they not gonna put me here? They really gonna leave me out? Word? All right, I'm gonna show them.
That pursuit of validation is the only reason he even dropped 7-minute drill in the first place.
Cause I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole?
Now it's popping outside like the top of July. My text flooded with the hunger for a toxic reply.
That's why when he apologized to Kendrick at Dreamville Fest, he was quick to point out feeling like he relapsed.
But I gotta keep it 100 with y'all, right? I damn near had a relapse. I say all that to say it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly.
I was literally in the middle of making a video about this time period in Cole's career. But anyway, basically there was a time when Cole wanted recognition so much that it ultimately affected his music. After his third album, 2014 Forest Hill Drive, Cole felt like he overcame that feeling in his career. From 2014 Forest Hill Drive to All Season, he never really had a moment where the culture was so loud about his next move since his early days.
So all of this time of me moving on my own accord, for the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Bro, I know I don't really feel no way.
This not even the first time Cole allowed pressure from the crowd and media to make him do something against his own judgment.
And then you hear a song like Control and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, that shit was like, but this is why I felt away. I didn't even really hear the line.
Right.
I heard the loudness of the people.
Right.
Ooh. That shit had me feeling like, yo, what the fuck?
Even my mama asked what I'ma do. Decisions. In case this is warning, I load up on all ammunition.
I just had to find out for myself, like, yo, what?
You came at me, dog?
What's that? Please tell me what is that? I gotta know. And when I got the answer, it's just exactly what it was. Like, nigga, the last person I thought would even feel away is you. You know what I mean? Like,
right. And you hear Cole's rap about how it felt to kind of hear Control?
Yep, I definitely texted you.
Yeah. You know what I liked about that? That people were that it was kind of just like a fun time Cole was having.
Yeah, he was in character and he just did what he did best, played off words, man.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Now,
I say all that to say essentially Cole isn't new to fall into the peer pressures of the noise. This was a real thing early in his career.
You know what I mean? So is that a problem? Yeah. And does that happen in rap? 100%. The media's the conversation can be toxic. If you're not protective of your energy, you can get wrapped up in that shit and then be affected mentally. You know what I mean? You can be hurt, you can be distraught, you can be depressed, you can react a certain way. Oh, they think such and such. Oh, they think he said this about he saying he said. You know, it can cause you if you're not protecting your energy to move in a certain way.
In this game where all you've got is your name like Dirk, I'm smirking at niggas trying to besmirch mine. Absurd times where the fake get told it is wise. I can see hate in both of your eyes, but the third's blind. So you search lines, but you struggle, which explains the puzzled look on the dull faces the word finds.
Cole right here is taking shots at the people in media who are dissecting lyrics in bad faith. I can see hate in both of your eyes. That can be interpreted as the eyes of Kendrick and Drake. That's what people on Twitter said. But he's talking about the people in media. This whole beef gave the audience a slight case of schizophrenia, in my opinion. People started reaching and attaching bars that really had no depth and chalking it up as a diss.
Niggas so thirsty to put me in beef, dissecting my words and start looking too deep.
TDE Punch summed this up well on Twitter. When an MC is in his or her I'm the best bag, they're usually dissing everyone and no one at the same time.
Oh God, the best rapper alive, headshot. Now go and ask the best rappers that died. They tell you he never lied, nigga.
100% of people are never gonna say J. Cole is the best rapper breathing. I approach my bars from that perspective. I approach my work ethic from that perspective. But the reality of me knows that's unattainable.
And me personally, I'm just not a fan of that cherry picking information shit. If you gonna tell a story, tell a story. Somebody will say, oh yeah, Cole was dissing Kendrick on 2014 Forest Hill Drive.
When I'm back home, I'm the best in the South. When I'm in LA, I'm the best in the West. You can test, I'ma stretch niggas out.
But then they'll leave out the times when he says he's not on the same goddamn album.
Man, shout out Drizzy Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Wale, we gotta be the example. We gotta show these niggas, man, it's love at the top.
Bruh, just cause Cole says I'm the best rapper alive, he ain't dissing. Niggas just be rapping the rap sometimes. So in a lot of cases, these subliminals that people find really don't apply.
I hate what raps become, but like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about the dough. They instigate the fuckery because it's profitable.
Beef. Like, you know, drama, controversy, because it sells. People like that. You know, that's why reality TV is doing what it's doing.
But singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. But I never beef with a nigga for nothing. If I smoke a rapper, it's coming up. I wouldn't have lost the battle, dog. I would have lost the pro.
When he says I wouldn't have lost a battle, I don't think that's him saying he would have won. That's saying I would have lost more than a battle. I would have lost my brother and gained a new enemy. On some hip hop shit, that sounds soft as hell. I just imagine Joe Budden yelling at me for saying that.
My nigga.
But basically, he's saying if it takes for him to ruin that relationship in that way, he's not willing to do it because there was no true beef between Kendrick and Cole.
The Kendrick J. Cole project.
Kendrick, that's definitely gonna happen.
Only you and Drake are lyrically the only ones that's like spitting crazy shit. Yeah. Where it wouldn't make sense if y'all would go at it.
Cole
Everybody
too.
else is, huh?
Cole, J. Cole too.
Yeah.
This is my motherfucking nigga, man. Jam.
The issues were revealed on Like That and 7 Minute Drill if you really paid attention. Kendrick's whole problem with Cole was, bruh, we friends and we cool, but why you standing next to somebody you know I don't like? So on First Person Shooter, when Cole was dropping competitive type bars,
We the big three like we started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali.
it was looked at as a diss by Kendrick because you rapping next to Drake, somebody I don't like. It looks as if Cole was with whatever Drake was with at that time.
Niggas clicking up, but cannot be legit, no 40 water.
That's a common mindset that artists in hip-hop have. 50 Cent had so much beef in the 2000s because he would go at artists who stood next to Ja Rule during their beef.
We didn't actually have issues. They were collateral damage at that point. And then when that happens, I just went off and got them too.
Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too.
While touring and making songs with Drake, I don't think Cole realized the optics of that. So when Kendrick dissed him on Like That, he looked at it as if his homeboy just switched sides on him. Like, bro, what's going on?
My jack jumping bout a rapper making blasphemous sounds, switching sides like the tassel on the cap and the gown.
Throughout all those diss songs, Kendrick and Drake kept telling us that this issue was brewing for a while. Cole is a superstar. I always think these superstar niggas don't be knowing what's going on for real. He's not moving like an issue was brewing between those two. So when Kendrick was offered a spot on First Person Shooter, him turning down that song, and the song I happened to turn down, y'all was talking like y'all dissing me on.
I would've gained a phone, and all for what? Just to attain some old props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media.
Cole right here is speaking on a real thing though. I wouldn't put it past Kendrick or Drake to be running a social media campaign because it's common practice in music. You fight a nuke with a nuke.
So you didn't know that was bots. Bots to me was a part of how you win the war versus Drake.
Yeah, this new age.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you didn't do it, Drake was gonna do it.
Competing for your favorable means to be considered best, to live and rest, the weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing.
You're Mr. 1 through 5. Would you consider yourself GOAT?
I got to.
I don't want to be number 2. I think that would be a weird thing to sit here and say.
Protecting legacies, so lines got crossed, perhaps regrettably. My friends went to war, I walked away with all they blood on me.
Cole for a long time has made peace with the fact that many would never put him above Kendrick or Drake. Yes, Cole has been talking about his superior skill for years, but never had any animosity against Drake or Kendrick like they had towards each other.
I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right?
Like, I would never verbally say I'm better than any one of them niggas because I respect the swords. Like, I know what they are capable of at all times. But at the end of the day, like, I got supreme confidence in my ability.
Now some will discredit me, try wipe away my pedigree, but please find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly. My dog texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly.
Major contradiction for many reasons, because he indeed did shoot a fucking shot at Kendrick with 7-minute drill.
Yo, last shit was tragic.
I'm not dissing Cole when I say this, but he's kind of a cat rapper in a way. His skill is so insane that we believe when he says, man, I kill these rappers, load me up a clip. But ultimately, I think he's still trying to protect his status of being a great rapper, and also admitting to his fans and the culture that he's not willing to take it there with those two or anybody else. He's had friction over the years.
Woke up this morning to the rumors of niggas wildin'. Picture me hating on a young nigga with talent. Album flop, but it's cool, he caked out on his allowance. I was out in Vegas, Kicks was the latest, bitch was the baddest, her head was the greatest. Only one thing that I ask of you haters, you can't diss a nigga if you got him on your playlist.
Man, it's Diggy Simmons. Just remember this. He's a kid. He's good. He's talented, but he's a kid. You know, like it's not like, you know. I was really surprised when people was making that an issue.
To any amateur niggas that wanna get rocked, just remember what I told you when your shit flop. In 5 years you gon' be on of it. They said I was dissing, I was just teaching, I was just talking to my little niggas. I love these little niggas. That must be the nicest diss record in history. I gave these niggas gems, boy.
Fuck all that lyrical shit, boom, boom, fuck all that shit, right? I had to have a conversation with myself like, nigga, you hating.
I don't think it's in his character to really take it there. Cole for years has been dropping hints that he wants the throne without the extra drama.
I was hoping the music would speak for itself, but the people want everything else.
That's why I feel a way about hip hop. There's so much insecurity within that competition. So even though I'm competitive, I try to catch myself sometimes like, well, why are you competitive?
I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess the gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga. They stripped me of my spot and now I'm finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides, they don't you lie on me, my nigga.
We have seen Cole collaborate with two people that one could deem be ops of Drake specifically.
To start another war, hey Drake, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my nigga. Fuck all the narratives.
Cole isn't lying. Drake definitely helped him out in times. When Drake dropped Thank Me Later, Drake was the biggest new guy and he put Cole on tour. When Cole couldn't get a release date for his debut album, Drake did a song with Cole in the morning. So they do have a lot of history together.
I'm going on tour in Europe, my first time over there.
Wow.
London, Germany, Paris, Amsterdam, a bunch of places, me and J. Cole. So
very cool.
It'll be an exciting thing for people to come out and just see two young kids, you know, just doing what we do best.
Moral of the story is, I'm not mad at Cole the same way I wasn't mad at Trey when he got out the car on Boyz n the Hood. It's okay to stick to your character. People not really understanding Cole's perspective in this, and hopefully this gave you a good insight on that. With that being said, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you so much. And if you don't like this video, that's fine too. I apologize. Just make sure to dislike, but subscribe. It's RammButta.
Pack on the mic in his prime.